Is it going?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is your brain. This is your spine. This is all the CNS. Do what, Sarah? What were you gonna say? Okay. All right. So where does your parasympathetic nervous system come from? Just general.
Craniosacral.
Craniosacral. So what is the cranial part? What nerve? There's only like one.
Vagus.
Yay. And what's the sacral part? Pelvic. Alright, so in your brain, your vagus nerve, its nuclei are here in what is called the dorsal vagal complex. Does everybody remember that part? What are our different regions of the dorsal vagal complex? Mm-hmm.
Nucleus ambiguous.
Mm-hmm. And then the big one.
Dorsal motor nucleus.
Good. Okay. So, where are the efferent vagal fibers coming out of?
Rostral, dorsal nucleus. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
You're not wrong. Where are, so all your vagal efferents are coming out of the dorsal motor nucleus. What you need to know is that your VEF come from rostral and your VIF come from the caudal dorsal motor nucleus. Do you remember that? Okay. So rostral are VEF, caudal are VIF. Okay? And does this vagal efferent, does it synapse anywhere before it gets to the gut?
No.
No. So is it preganglionic or postganglionic? Okay. And when he asks that 17 times on the exam, what are you going to put all 17 times?
Pre, because that's what I did the first time.
Until he switches it up and it's all post.
Yeah. Watch out for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he doesn't play games or anything.
No
He doesn't do
games.
that. He doesn't do
Never
that.
games. Okay, so this is vagal preganglionic. Let's say that this is our little gut, and there are afferents coming out. If they are vagal afferents, where do they go? Yes. You're correct. What is that? Where are the cell bodies of your afferent vagal fibers? That's where they go, but they have a cell body somewhere in the periphery. Do you remember what that's called?
Dorsal ganglia.
That's sympathetic.
JK.
It's going to be the nodos ganglia. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So they're going to come up. They have a cell body here, nodos ganglia. So this would be the dendritic end or peripheral end. He's asked that a time or two
He got
now.
me with that one.
Okay.
Stupid.
And then the axon goes to where? Perfect.
What was the other first thing called?
So the cell bodies of your vagal afferents are in the nodos ganglia,
Uh-huh.
and then their axon goes to the nucleus tractus solitarius.
Okay, and it's the dendritic end that goes to the nodos?
Yes, so this would be dendritic
Okay.
slash like peripheral, I think is another word he's been using.
Okay, I was gonna say, cause like the other option was central, and I was like, I don't know what that is.
So central is the one that is going to the CNS. So your axon would be central.
Okay.
And then you have little interneurons from the nucleus tractus solitarius to the dorsal motor nucleus. How is that? Cody, are you good with that?
I think so.
Okay. So, where are the ganglia of vagal afferent fibers?
compose ganglion.
Where does the central end of the vagal afferent synapse? Mm-hmm. Vagal efferents are preganglionic or postganglionic?
Pre.
Vagal excitatory fibers come from rostral or caudal DMN.
Rostral.
Okay, what is the DMN?
Dorsal nucleus.
Okay, are you good with that, Cody?
Mhm.
Okay. So that's the cranial part of our craniosacral parasympathetic innervation. So we've said, what is the sacral part? Pelvic. So this here is your sacral plexus. You're going to send out pre or post ganglionic neurons? Pre, always pre, unless it's sympathetic. And where are the cell bodies of the efferent pelvic nerves?
The sacral plexus?
Yeah, so they're in the CNS. Okay?
Would that
Just
mean,
has
okay,
spinal.
when he says spinal cord, is that what he mean, like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
yeah. He's just not being specific.
okay,
Okay,
I don't appreciate that.
Yeah.
right.
He's
It would be
supposed to
nice if he was a little more specific with his meanings. Okay, and then you also have some pelvic afferents that are going back up to the sacral plexus. We didn't actually talk about where their cell bodies are, so I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. We've done parasympathetic. That's really all you need to know. So what's our other one? Yay. And where is it found? Thoracolumbar. So what anatomical thing do we have going in close association with our spinal cord that looks like this? Uh-huh. And are those pre or paravertebral ganglia? Good. And then we have 3 out here that are called what?
Prevertebral.
Okay. And our prevertebral ganglia, what are their names?
Celiac, cranium, caudal, and mesenteric, right?
Yeah, perfect, because it's after the arteries. Okay. So what happens to your sympathetic nerves that's different than your parasympathetic nerves?
They synapse before they get to it.
Yes. For the GI tract, where do they 99% of the time synapse? Which ganglia?
The prevertebral ganglia.
Yes. So they're going to come out of the spinal cord, travel up or down the sympathetic trunk, and then go to one of the prevertebral ganglia where they'll synapse and then send out this neuron into the gut. So, is this neuron here pre or post ganglionic? Pre. The one that's directly innervating the gut, is it pre or post ganglionic? Post. Where are the cell bodies of the postganglionic sympathetic neurons? Postganglionic sympathetic.
Prevertebral ganglia.
Yes. Where are the cell bodies of the prevertebral sympathetic neurons?
Preganglionic. So
Yes, sorry.
in the spinal cord.
Yes.
So these would be the afferent,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Where would you find afferent sympathetics?
Dorsal ganglia. You said afferent.
The afferents? Where's their cell body?
Dorsal ganglia.
Perfect. Does that make sense, everybody? Remember what that is?
What's that say? Afferent?
Yes. sympathetic afferents. Preganglionic sympathetic neurons release what neurotransmitter?
Let's see.
Preganglionic sympathetics.
What are the afferents?
The afferents have a cell body in the dorsal root ganglia. Their axon is going to go into the CNS and synapse inside the CNS.
No synapse at the dorsal root ganglia.
No, that's just where their cell body is. So preganglionic sympathetic nerve fibers, what neurotransmitter do they release? All preganglionic fibers release what?
Physiology.
There you go.
Yikes.
You guys are all getting really tired, aren't you?
I like some more coffee.
You're just
But-
your writing is getting smaller and smaller.
I'm sorry.
It's getting harder and harder to see.
Okay.
So I'm just doing my best. That's why
Okay.
I'm quiet.
I'm
'Cause
sorry.
I'm like,
All preganglionic, like, releases nicotine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
On to nicotinic.
Yes, good job.
Beautiful.
Alright.
Postganglionic sympathetic nerve fibers release what? That's kind of a trick question.
ACH. So
Mm,
wasn't that big of a trick question.
it's different.
Isn't it?
Oh,
What's
it's
it,
different.
nitric oxide?
It's gonna be norepinephrine.
Sympathetic, duh,
Sorry.
duh.
Did you get that?
Norepinephrine.
Yes. What else?
Do we have to know what kind of receptors norepinephrine goes to?
It was on.
Isn't it nicotine?
It's gonna be an alpha-1 adrenergic.
Okay, I got that right. Cause I
Yay!
was like,
Yes, yes.
for some reason I kept telling